Friday will be sunny, we'll see a high of 73. Going into Saturday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 71. Sunday, isolated rain showers with partly sunny skies here and there and a high of 74 degrees. Going into Monday, we're going to see rain showers throughout the day and thunderstorms moving in the afternoon, a high of 76. Our meteorologist, Amanda Edwards with the Wsgw Weatherology Forecast. Currently 73.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
Well, good morning to you and welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW, coming to you from our Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery studios, yes, the real radio studios, not my own studio this week, and actually have a guest sitting in front of me. We'll get to that in a moment. Later on, during the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to learn about a men's health fair that's an annual event, and 11 o'clock, we'll find out more about the Michigan Antique and Collectible Festival in Midland. But for this hour, Saginaw loves to celebrate summer, and we're going to find out about it this morning. And let me correct a video here because you can watch both of us on our stream. And if I do that, I think I get in the picture now too, because with me in the studio this morning from the Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission, we say hello to Marsha Braun.
Good morning.
Well, I should say that again.
Good morning.
I got to find you. How about now?
Good morning.
Just a minute here. I know why. All the buttons were turned off. I haven't been in here in so long. Try it now.
Good morning, Art.
There we go. I found you.
Yay. Oh, you know, when you're out of the studio, you get used to your home studio.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a while to get things back working.
I know everything's there.
Yes.
Anyway, it is that time again. Saginaw celebrates summer. And we should point out when we say that, we're just talking about the city of Saginaw.
Correct.
But there is tons of other things going on in the county and in the region. So
there is so much going on. Nobody has an excuse to say that there is nothing going on in Saginaw or in the region.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So how many years has this been for the concept of Saginaw Celebrate Summer?
Believe it or not, we are celebrating 15 years.
Wow. I know we've been involved, I think, for all of them.
WSGW has been one of our media sponsors since day one, and we couldn't do what we do without, the great help that you provide. It's just getting the information out there and letting people know what's available.
So if we look at, I hate to use the word post-pandemic because I don't think we're beyond it totally, but certainly we have relaxed requirements and all of that relative to the pandemic. Is the list of events bigger this year than it has been?
It is bigger this year. We were fortunate in that we carried this program through the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And that year, that first summer, most everything was virtual. Then last year, we found there was a lot of hybrid events. There were still a lot of virtual events, but in-person events started to come back with some restrictions, without some restrictions. This year, I think just about everything's back in full force. We're looking at over probably 175 events summer long just in the city of Saginaw.
That's just in the city of Saginaw.
Just in the city of Saginaw.
All right, so let's begin. I mean, we're never going to make it through the entire list. I'm looking at all these things. So let's pick up on some of the major. Fear not.
Fear not, because we have a calendar. So, and that calendar will be on our website at artsaginaw.org. And it's also available to pick up in person in the community at Anderson Center, area businesses, the venues that are participating. You can pick up a calendar there. And it
starting when?
Well, starting today.
Oh,
so today is the first day.
So they will be distributed today?
Yes. Yes. Well, by the time we get everything out, I would say tomorrow's probably a little safer bet, but you will be able to access it on the website. And like I said, it will have everything there. So if we can't get to it all, it's out there.
So there are things on here that I don't necessarily recognize.
Okay, that's a good thing.
What's a counter cruise?
You're not familiar with counter cruise? Oh my gosh, Art, this is such a cool thing. It's every Monday during the summer, weather permitting, at 7 o'clock. You meet, no reservations needed. Just bring a bike, bring your helmet, and meet down at the corner of, well, it's by the old stable. And I'm trying to think what that corner is.
That's
Hamilton and Cass.
Cass, yes.
Yeah, Hamilton and Cass. So you meet at that corner with your bike and your helmet, and it's a guided bike ride, and it rides through the neighborhoods of Saginaw and Saginaw Township. And all ages, all levels, you can ride as far as you want, but it is guided, and it's a very easy ride. It's a slow roll, as they call it. And you can also go to their Facebook page, which is Counter Cruise, and that will give you the week before, they'll show you the route map. So if you're interested in riding, say, in a neighborhood where some of the older historic homes are, there's a ride for that. I live in Saginaw Township. They came by my house last summer, and it was so much fun to see like 100+ riders.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It's a big ride, and it's a lot of fun. You'll see, like I said, all ages. You'll see families, people with, dogs in a carrier in the back. It's just a really fun, neat thing. So get your bike.
So every Monday starting.
It's already started.
It's already started.
Yep.
Runs through the entire summer.
Runs the entire summer. And they actually will go into the early part of the fall, like I said, weather permitting. But you can go to Facebook and get the route. But meet at 7 o'clock down at the corner with your bike and your helmet. And you're ready to go.
Rock and roll.
Follow the leader.
It's that simple, really.
Yeah, it really is. And they're really good about having people that will like kind of stop at intersections so people know that the slow roll is coming through. And it's a cool event.
All right. We're going to take a break. Come back. We're talking to Marsha Braun from Saginaw Arts and Enrichment about Saginaw celebrating summer. And we will be back with more after these notes.
Welcome to retirement. Now, replace your paycheck. To local financial coach Kevin Ray, this is what retirement planning is all about.
Building monthly paychecks. And how you build those monthly paychecks is going to determine how well in retirement you're going to enjoy it. So sit down and build a good framework, and it starts with income.
So build your framework with Kevin and the team at Insight Folios today by calling 888-885-PLAN. That's 888-885-7526.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-401-6681.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Shares opening higher in Europe after a mixed trading day in Asia. Wall Street closed in red territory yesterday as investors worry that rising interest rates to combat inflation could trigger a recession. It's becoming the new norm. Another day and another price hike at the gas pumps. AAA saying the national average hit a new record high, $4.67 for a gallon of regular. Drivers in New York will get a break thanks to a suspension of the state's gas tax. President Biden hosts a roundtable discussion today with manufacturers of baby formula as parents struggle with a nationwide shortage. The White House is importing formula from overseas to help fill the gap. Shares of Salesforce rising 8% in after-hours trading after the company increased its full-year adjusted profit forecast. Salesforce was among the cloud companies that saw a bump in business during the pandemic as many workers went remote. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Steve Rappaport, invested in you.
When Natalie was diagnosed with cancer, she took control of her health. When Natalie wanted to help other people with cancer, she became a doctor. When Natalie wanted to make quality care affordable, she became a researcher. When Natalie's patients needed innovative treatments, she found them. Conquer Cancer supports researchers like Dr. Natalie McKenzie so we can conquer every cancer for every patient, everywhere. Cancer research saves lives. Learn more at conquer.org. That's conquer.org.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TAXI for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code TAXI.
Now, a WSGW Morning Team Show memorable moment.
President's Day, Hail to the Chief, the recognized presidential song, if you will. You know, the introductory when the president comes into the room. Did you know the words? The official words to Hail to the Chief, just so you know. Hail to the Chief, we have chosen for the nation. Hail to the Chief, we salute him one and all. Hail to the Chief as we pledge cooperation. Sorry. In proud fulfillment of a great and noble call. Yours is the aim to make this grand country grander. This you will do. That's our strong, firm belief. Hail to the one we select as commander. Hail to the president. Hail to the chief. Let's go back to that cooperation.
That's right.
Cooperation is always pledged, is it not? I mean, generally you always hear, well, got to work together, got to be together.
Yeah, as long as you do it my way.
Now, whatever happens after the pledge happens, that's another story.
The Morning Team, weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
A line drive on one hop, fielded on the outfield grass by Baez. Long! Oh, first he got him. Oh, man, every day Javi Baez makes a play.
The Tigers play 6:50 tonight on 790 News Radio WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show on WSGW. In studio with me this morning, Marsha Braun from Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission. So let's talk about a couple of things. One of them I mentioned to you off air, we're going to talk about on Monday. Tom Tromley is going to be with us. Jazz on Jefferson returns.
Yes, Jazz on Jefferson returns on June 8th. And actually, this is really exciting because they've been not been with us for 2 years. They did not take, or that event did not take place the year of the pandemic, nor did it last year in 21. So we're really, really happy to see them back. And of course, if you've never been, it's a fun evening.
Oh, yeah.
It's everybody comes out, and strolls up and down Jefferson Avenue. There's bands on every corner, and there's a free concert at First Congregational Church. This year it's the New Reformation Band, and that starts at 7:30. So
it's my wife and I, we're just not event goers because we do so much otherwise, but that's one we go to.
Yeah.
because it's just a neat atmosphere, and the strawberry shortcake is delicious.
Yes, the Castle Museum. As far as I know, they're doing the strawberry shortcake
so.
this year.
I hope so.
I think if they don't, there'll be a lot of disappointed people.
And the food trucks are there.
Food trucks are in their parking lot between the castle and Hoyt Museum or Hoyt Library, and there's usually a classic car show in the street. And it is the place to go. You will see lots of people out in the community, horse-drawn carriage rides.
Yeah, all right. I don't want to give too much away. We'll talk to Tom on Monday about it, but it's just another thing that's back, which is good.
We're really pleased about it.
Speaking of the Castle Museum, it tops the list of things I see here.
Yeah, the Castle Museum has a couple programs going on this summer, one in particular for children or for youth called Summer Fun at the Castle. And they have everything from story times to the Michigan Learning Channel. They're going to be working with them all summer long, apparently, to provide programming for youth. I think there's some STEM programs like junior archaeology and growing, a lot of, fun things that are not only historic, but nature oriented. So, and of course, they're always open to the public, and they've got great exhibits about, the history of our region, from lumbering to automotive and a lot of other things. So,
and traveling exhibits besides.
Exactly.
So
check them out.
Yep. And in the same vein, if you will, here's one called Oceans of Possibilities. Tell us about that.
Oceans of Possibilities is the theme for the summer reading program of the Public Libraries of Saginaw. And that is a summer-long program, starts mid-June, runs through mid-August, and you can go in and sign up whether you are a child, a tween, or an adult. Go in and sign up. You get credit for reading. But beyond that, they have programs every week, multiple times during the week at the libraries, which includes not only Hoyt, which is the main library, but also Buttman Fish, Wicks, and Zoll. And Oceans of Possibility, like I said, is the theme. So everything will revolve around that.
Well, one just caught my eye. A funny thing happened on the way to the Gynecologic Oncology Unit at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York. Huh?
That is a mouthful. That is a Pit and Balcony production. It's part of
That's the title of it.
Yeah, that is the title.
How did they get that on the ticket?
I don't know. I barely got it in the calendar. I kept doing it. I kept thinking, oh my goodness. And then I had to proof it like 3 times to be sure I got it right. But it's a Pit and Balcony production, and it starts end of the month, June 23, 24, 25. What it's called, part of their After Dark series, which means it's adult content. So not something to bring the little ones to, but definitely go out and see it. It's a comedy, the way I understand it, and it sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. If nothing else, the title, I mean, you got to be curious, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's just for those of you that missed the title. A funny thing happened on the way to the Gynecologic Oncology Unit at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York.
And again, that's Pit and Balcony.
Who woke up in the morning saying that I'm going to write something called that?
I don't know. We need Amy Spatafor here to shed some light on that.
That is so unique and different. I mean, it really is.
And
so
that will
unusual.
be their, I believe, last production until they start up with their fall, series, which would be for 22-23 season. So check it out. I mean, the title, if nothing else, gets you thinking.
And that's the 23rd, 24th, 25th of this month.
That's correct. That's June.
Yeah. And you said it's nighttime, late night
production. Right. And I believe it starts at 8 or 8:30. And like I said, it's what they call an after dark production and adult content. So leave the little ones at home, but check it out. You can get all the information about the program or about the play on their website.
Let's talk about some of the well-known stuff. Friday Night Live, back again?
It's back. It is back. They've got 6 weeks of outdoor concerts in Morley Plaza, starting middle of July, running through middle of August. Everything from Motown Night, which wraps up their summer season. And that's, of course, their biggest concert of the summer. But there's Rockin' on the Riverfront. There's Latin Fiesta. There's a lot of fun planned every Friday night down at Morley Plaza. There'll be food trucks. There's also games and activities for kids in a family area, and there's usually a dance floor too. So we're really happy to see them back, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed we have good weather.
And what about Jazz in the Gardens at the Anderson?
That is back too. And of course, we were back last year, not full force, but this year everything is running full force, and we will have strawberry shortcake as well.
Whoa.
And yeah, homemade, fresh made strawberry shortcake. That is on Wednesday, June 15th, and it runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have art and garden vendors. I think she's got 35, 40 vendors that will be there with all kinds of art or garden supplies, as well as a silent auction, a raffle, the strawberry shortcake.
Art in the Garden event.
Art
right?
in the Garden.
Yeah.
Art and Garden. And we have a few food trucks will also be there. But one thing I'm really excited about is they've got the garden presentations back this year. And this year, the presenter will be Chuck Martin, who is the senior horticulturist at Dow Gardens. And so we're real pleased to have him here. He's such an expert, and he'll be doing 2 lectures, one at noon on perennials and another one, I believe, at 12:45 on hydrangeas.
And what's the date of that?
It is Wednesday, June 15th.
And what about the concerts?
The concerts, they will start the Wednesday after the 4th of July. So July 6th, and they will run
Usually 4 of them, right?
4 consecutive Wednesdays.
Do we know who they are yet?
Yes, we do. Let me tell you. Jazz in the Garden. The first one on July 6th is New Reformation Jazz Band. The 13th will be Brush Street, which is Mike Brush featuring Julie Milady. And one of my favorites on the 20th is Cool Lemon Jazz Band.
Yeah.
And then on the 27th, we have a doubleheader. We have the Robert Lee Review, and then we have Haley and the Sound Poets. So fun summer of music planned, and those are free as well. Bring a long chair, though, because we have limited benches in the garden.
Yeah. One of the things we miss is the Sauce Cats when they were around. They were so phenomenal.
They were so good. I mean, when we heard that they were going to, take a break, retire. And we were really sad, but we've got a great lineup, and we're happy to have the Robert Lee Review and Haley and the Sound Poets take a place. And so we're looking forward to a great summer in the garden.
All right. More ahead. We're talking about Saginaw celebrating summer, and WSGW proud to be one of the sponsors. We will return with more after these notes.
As golfers, we want more distance, more accuracy, more birdies, pars, and one putts. What if I told you that you can get all of that and more for less during your next golf getaway? Now with 90 holes of golf at one resort, Shanty Creek Resort is bigger and better. Discover a new golf mecca in Bel Air with all the more you need. Variety, quality, and quantity with customizable stay and play packages accommodating every group and budget. When you're ready for more, we'll be here to welcome you at Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners. It's the memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
It could be the best years of your life. In retirement, you'll finally get to do what you want to do, but you have to plan for it. Start by tuning into Mindy and Nolan McIntosh of McIntosh & Associates every Sunday at noon for Wealth Michigan with the McIntoshes. Make retirement the best time of your life. Tune in Sundays at noon for Wealth Michigan with the McIntoshes. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
As a parent, you know kids are amazing and expensive. But with Fabric, protecting your family with term life insurance is surprisingly affordable with a personalized policy for your family starting at less than $1 a day. It's quick, easy, all online, and you could be approved instantly. Plus, no risk, cancel anytime. Secure your family's financial future today at meetfabric.com/future. That's MEET fabric.com/future. Fabric Insurance Agency policies issued by Vantis Life, not available in New York and Montana. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
What are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo. Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life. Call 1-844-300-LEAF for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is a firm that practices family law exclusively. We focus on only one area of the law to maximize our strength and effectiveness as advocates for clients that have everything on the line: their homes, retirement, savings, and most importantly, their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor. CordellCordell.com.
You have the chance to win a $1,000 gift certificate to the business of your choice when you play the WSGW Spring Home Makeover Contest, presented by Rose Pest Solutions. To enter, visit WSGW.com. Scroll down the homepage and click on the contest box. That's when you choose the business you would use your $1,000 gift certificate if you are the winner. Businesses include Rose Pest Solutions, Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery, Roof Max, Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center, Delta Door Sales, Crane's L&M Appliance, Begic Nursery and Garden Center, J&B Boots, United Financial Credit Union, Maple Hill Nursery, Hartel Heating and Cooling, Westside Decorating Center, Cluck Nursery, Designer's Touch, M&R Garage Door, Bay Landscaping, Reamer Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Woolfiles Ace Hardware, the Spring Home Makeover Contest, presented by Rose Pest Solutions. Enter online, WSGW.com. Thank you for being with 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW in the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Showroom and Design Center Studios.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW. Marsha Braun from the Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission is with us. For those that don't know, maybe somebody, didn't grow up here, moved here, what have you. Tell us about the Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission, how it came about, what it is, how it's funded, and all that good stuff.
Sure. The Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission, actually, believe it or not, is over 35 years old. We were founded in 1986 by the city of Saginaw. And the mayor at that time, Larry Crawford, was a real proponent of arts and culture. And he really believed that arts and culture was a way to keep the quality of life in your community vibrant. And he also wanted to see arts and culture accessible to the entire community. So at that point, he suggested forming a commission. And we were formed. Like I said, 1986, the Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission. Since that time, we have evolved. We started out being more just, well, I guess kind of an ambassador and being there to let people know how important arts and culture was to a community and its people. But now we do so much more. Number one, we receive no line item funding from the city, so we are responsible for all of our own funding. We do that in several different ways. We have memberships, we have members. We also apply for grants, our own grants to help us with operating and programming. And then we also have a variety of programs, some of which are fundraisers, the majority of which are not. They are programs that are free to the community. And the programs range from everything that is very educational and youth oriented. We have a very active youth enrichment program that takes arts and cultural opportunities out into the community, and especially to those underserved youth. We work very closely with the Boys and Girls Club, First Ward Community Center, and then we'll also sponsor a whole variety of other programs. We also have community programs. You mentioned Jazz in the Garden. That's a free program that we have for the community. We also do a couple fundraisers. I mentioned the All Area Arts Awards, which recognizes those in our community.
Ask you about that. That's coming up.
That's coming up next week. It's a great way for us to recognize people, organizations, and businesses in our community that really, they're out there, they're helping the arts thrive by either volunteering, creating, or supporting. We have our Holiday Art Fair. You and I have talked about that on many occasions.
Been there once in a while too.
And we also provide other services to our local arts and cultural organizations, opportunities to bring them together as organizations, opportunities to bring artists together in our artist mixers. That's they can come together and network and, just talk to one another. And there really wasn't that opportunity until a few years ago. And then another big thing we do, we are now the regional regranting agency for the Michigan Arts and Culture Council. So what that means is that we administer a mini grant program for arts projects and professional development in an 8-county region. So that's money coming into our region and our communities to support arts and culture.
And you're doing that regionally, not just the city of Saginaw, right?
No, that's regionally. We have 8 counties, Saginaw Bay, Midland, Aranac, and then we go over more into the middle of the state with Isabella, Clare, Gladwin, and Gratiot.
Oh, you administer all that.
I'll tell you, and I've learned a lot about arts and culture in those communities. I had no idea that some of these programs were going on.
Well, I say this to people often. If we look at just Saginaw Bay and Midland counties, let's take a number of, say, 400,000 people. How many cities or areas of that size can boast 2 symphony orchestras?
Not many.
Multiple theater companies, multiple art museums. And the list goes on and on and on.
Choral groups,
choral societies.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The lifestyle.
Concert venues. I mean, we are very, very fortunate in our area to have the resources that we do.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll find out what's happening at speaking of the Art Museum, the Saginaw Art Museum and Temple Theater. They're married now, so we'll find out more about that when we return with Marsha Braun from the Saginaw Arts and Enrichment Commission.
Marco,
Cannonball! Spartan Pools is firing up the grill for a Big Green Egg Cookout on Friday, June 10th, noon to 4 p.m. Stop by for food, fun, and prizes. Sign up all week long in-store, no purchase necessary. Splash into Spartan Pools for a grand prize of a $200 Big Green Egg Grill accessory kit. Spartan Pools has all your pool needs, from BioGuard chemicals to in-depth water analysis. Trust BioGuard chemicals and the friendly staff at Spartan Pools keep your pool sparkling clear all year long. Stop in today for a free BioGuard water analysis and be sure to visit Spartan Pools at 3085 McCarty Road in Saginaw. Food, prizes, and fun for all. Sign up to win the grand prize at the Big Green Egg Cookout June 10th, noon until 4 p.m. Don't forget to enjoy an ice-cold ultra-organic seltzer while you grill. Distributed locally by Fabiano Brothers. Need delicious fresh meat for your grill? JB's Market in Munger has got you covered. Stop by today.
Join Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Saturday, June 4th for the 10th annual All Men's Health Fair from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Dolly Event Center. Maximize the machine with free health screenings and wellness education lectures. Several health-related vendors will be on site to help you learn more about staying healthy and making sure you have the health screenings that you need to live a long and healthy life. Register now by emailing Saginaw Kappa Foundation at gmail.com. For more information, please call 810-624-3432. That's 810-624-3432. The 10th annual All Men's Health Fair, sponsored by the Saginaw Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Saturday, June 4th at the Dolly Event Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't miss your opportunity to maximize the machine.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TAXI for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime. That's code TAXI.
This message is sponsored by Greenwise Financial. Did you know if you have over $10,000 in credit card bills, you have a right to settle that debt for less than you owe? We are Greenwise Debt Relief. We specialize in saving people just like you thousands of dollars off their credit card balance. If you want to put more money in your pocket, call us for free information now. 800-200-3785. That's 800-200-3785. 800-200-3785.
The WSGW Morning Team Show.
WSGW online poll temporarily eliminating gas taxes in Michigan. Lawmakers in Lansing are working on bills to lower the price per gallon of gasoline with legislation that would temporarily eliminate the state's 6% sales tax and 27-cent per gallon excise tax. Estimation would save drivers could be 40 to 50 cents a gallon. It is for a specific time period. It would be June 15th through September 15th. Our poll question is very simple. We want to know what you think. Should Michigan temporarily eliminate the sales tax and excise tax per gallon of gasoline? It's either a yes, it's a no, it's an I'm not sure. We ask you to please head to WSW.com, scroll on the homepage, find the poll box, and you can make your vote that way. Well, if they're going to take action, June 15th is when they want to start.
Get to it.
Yes, they better vote soon.
The Morning Team, weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, the Art Lewis Show. In studio with me, Marsha Braun from Saginaw Arts and Enrichment. We haven't mentioned the Saginaw Art Museum and the Temple Theater yet, so what's happening there this summer? A lot, actually. Huh?
A lot, actually. The Art Museum, of course, they have their exhibition schedule. They've got a couple exhibits right now that will run through the first part of September, I believe. But they also have Tunes in the Garden. So they'll have a concert in the garden every once a month. So June, July, and August. And the first one comes up pretty quick, June 14th. And it's Cherie Williams with Charles Allen.
Very good.
So, and that's a free concert in their garden. Of course, donations are always appreciated by any of our organizations that are offering free concerts. But those will go on monthly, and they have free Saturdays once a month where you can come to the museum, enjoy the facility and its exhibitions free of charge. I believe too this year with that program, they're adding docent-led tours. So that's kind of a neat thing to do because you get kind of a insider's perspective on an exhibition.
And the Saginaw Art Museum exhibitions are Wednesday to Friday, 12 to 5.
Correct.
From Africa to Eternity, a Lark Allen III exhibition runs through July 1st, and Symbols of the Sublime runs through the 2nd of September.
That's correct.
And on the, yes.
I was just going to say, if you haven't seen the Lark Allen exhibit, you should go. It's mask. They're large and they're dimensional 3D.
Yeah, 3D dimensions.
They're really neat. So it's definitely worth a trip down to take a look.
And gee, just under them is that other gem, the Saginaw Children's Zoo.
Well, the Children's Zoo, they're open now daily, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., I believe it is. And you can go down and see a whole plethora of animals. I will give you a heads up, though. A lot of the birds are not out for viewing because of the bird flu. Yes. So hopefully during the summer, some of that will, move along and you'll be able to see the penguins and the peacocks, but there is still plenty of other animals to see. There's monkeys, there's the sloth, and daily they have amphitheater shows and zookeeper talks. So you can go down and listen to how the animals are fed, what they do to keep them active and engaged. It's just a great place to go with the kids just my husband and I went last weekend. We were here for Memorial Day and thought, let's go down and check it out.
Yeah.
We had a ball watching the prairie dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lots of other things. There's not enough time to go over the whole list, but Launch Your Film Festival returns.
That returns, Old Town Saginaw, and they've got, I think, 6 or 7 films planned Sunday evenings at dusk.
What is Pixels in Space-Time Photography by Deborah Huntley?
Deborah Huntley is out at Saginaw Valley State University, and she is also a photographer. She has traveled extensively throughout the world, and we have a series of her photographs on display at Anderson Enrichment Center, and it's basically a trip around the world. They're beautiful, and they're really neat. Everything from people to landmarks to nature.
Saginaw Concert Band returns for another season.
Yes, outdoors at the Jolt Event Park downtown. And they are every week pretty much now through the end of July. Yep. So come see them. They're wonderful. If you have not been to an Eddie Band concert, make the effort. And it's free again.
Yeah. And it has to be by decree. But I'm kind of hoping they come back with the Christmas concert this year. It's been a couple of years now because of COVID. So.
It is on their list, Art.
I'm glad to hear that.
The material I received, that is on the list to be back at the Temple Theater. So the Temple, we're finding now, they were dark because of COVID for quite a while, but they're getting a lot of live concerts now, some comedians, they've got ballet coming up, they've got movies, so they're really starting to ramp up again, and we're pleased to see things back indoors.
Choral Society's at work, I see.
Choral Society, they do. Unfortunately, Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat was supposed to take place in April.
Yeah.
And it was postponed due to that nasty little virus. But the good news is it will take place on June 11th at the Temple Theater. And I have been fortunate enough to see a few little excerpts, and it's going to be amazing. So if you don't have a ticket, buy one and go see it.
Lots going on at the Dow Event Center and Jolt Park.
Right.
Lots of things happening there.
Food trucks coming up. I believe the first food truck rally is next week. And that will be taking place 3 or 4 times during the summer. And lots of food trucks come down in the evening, listen to some music, play some lawn games, and get dinner. Who wants to cook during the summer?
The libraries have lots going on. The Wsgw group has a lot going on.
They have their picnics in a poet's backyard again this summer. So they'll have special guests every week, and you can come, listen to some poetry, participate in a program, and they have open houses in August.
All right, so let's remind everybody again. I mean, we just touched the surface here. Where can they get all the information?
Saginaw Celebrates Summer is online at artsaginaw.org, and you can click on the tab that says Saginaw Celebrates Summer, and there will be a PDF, an electronic calendar. You can also pick up a hard copy at Anderson Enrichment Center or any of the venues, as well as area businesses.
And last question, is there a major sponsor?
Yes, there is. We are very, very thankful to have HSC
back again. That's
back again. Hemlock Semiconductor has been with us since the beginning, and it was thanks to them that this program really got off the ground and started. So they've been with us for 15 years, as has WSGW.
Good way to end.
Yeah.
Marsha, great to see you.
Good to see you, Art. Good to see you face to face.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you soon. And folks, get out and enjoy everything happening in our area. Back to close out this hour in a moment.
The Michigan Antique Festival and Vintage Market is back. This Saturday and Sunday, the Midland County Fairgrounds will feature 80 acres of treasures and memories ready for you to explore. High-quality dealers selling antiques, collectibles, crafts, coins, sports memorabilia, vintage jewelry, and just cool stuff that you just won't find anywhere else. Check out the Taste of Michigan building with unique treats from all across the state. And car collectors, or would-be car collectors, bring your classic car or shop for one at our sale lot. The Midland Antique Festival features one of Michigan's longest-running car shows. The first 300 cars get a dash plaque. Looking for car parts or outdoor power toys? Visit the huge swap meet. Nearly 1,000 antique dealers will be at the fairgrounds, so should you. Admission is just $10, parking is free. Children 11 and under are free. If you're looking for a unique event that has something for everyone, be sure to check out the Michigan Antique Festival at the Midland Fairgrounds this Saturday and Sunday.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're speaking another language. Like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. And they're designed by real language teachers, so you learn how to have real-world conversations, things you'll actually use.
3 weeks. It's incredible. After 3 weeks, I'm on vacation in Paris, having a conversation in French.
There's all kinds of ways to learn. Use Babbel's podcasts or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
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 Babbel. Évidemment.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com. This week's deal on RocketGrabPlus.com is for Applied Training Solutions. We're going to get a CPL class from Applied Training Solutions for only $75. It's usually $150, but you are getting it half off. The ATS Simulation Range is a cost-effective solution for maintaining and improving your skills. Applied Training Solutions is located inside the Midland Mall. Head to RocketGrabPlus.com right now to snag your deal. RocketGrabPlus.com.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8-ROCKET today or go to RocketMortgage.com to get started. Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Sean Hannity, weekdays at 3 on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW.
All right, that'll do it for first hour of the Art Lewis Show. We'll be back with more. We're going to learn about a men's health fair coming up. All of that is ahead. But first, the news. We'll have news from CBS, the local report locally, and then we'll be back.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Americans are grappling with the biggest price hikes in 40 years, and it's driving up the cost of everything from food to gas. California Congressman Adam Schiff says some of it is plain old price gouging.
This is not all supply chain problems. This is not all war in Ukraine. This is a lot of oil companies enriching themselves at a time when the public is really vulnerable.
I'm Jim Crisula along Interstate 85 in Gibsonville, North Carolina. AAA says a gallon of regular gas is averaging a new record high, $4.67. Retiree George Gates.
When we think about visiting our grandkids several states away, we got to look at
how many gallons of gas is that going to take, and what's that going to add to the cost of the trip?
Like millions of others, Gates is consolidating errands as much as possible to save on gas.
They're putting away hoses and sprinklers in parts of California where new water restrictions kick in today in response to severe drought conditions. This man in LA is ready to go brown.
To me, there's more important things in the world to worry about than a nice lawn.
The Biden administration has agreed to send the most powerful weapons to Ukraine since the war began. They'll arrive as Russia closes in on one of the largest cities in the eastern Donbass region. CBS's Bo Erickson.
Senior administration officials said this latest security delivery will include high-mobility artillery rocket systems, which will enable Ukrainians to more precisely strike key targets from a greater distance inside Ukraine and to help Ukrainians repel Russian advances.
There will be more funerals today and in the days and weeks ahead for the victims of last week's school shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Arkansas ranks 5th in firearms deaths for kids under 17. Governor Asa Hutchinson tells CBS Mornings,
I think we can have a conversation about whether there ought to be a age 21 requirement to acquire one of these AR-15 military-style weapons.
President Biden meets with manufacturers today on the baby formula shortage. The Wall Street Journal says new data shows the crisis is deepening among low-income families, especially in the South and Southwest. The Atlantic hurricane season begins today, and for the 7th year in a row, forecasters expect an above-average season. It's getting more costly. Ken Graham at the National Hurricane Center in Miami.
Ida alone was over $75 billion in loss in 2021. The losses are huge. There's so many people along the coastline. It's beautiful, right? It's just absolutely beautiful. But we got to be prepared when a hurricane threatens. You just got to know what to do.
Dow up 99 points. S&P ahead 18. This is CBS News.
Need hires who dazzle without the hassle? You need Indeed. Their powerful platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Mark your calendars for Thursday, June 9th to attend the 20th anniversary of the Heart of the City Awards at the Horizons Conference Center. This evening of celebration includes dinner, entertainment, and honoring some of Saginaw's greatest community contributors. For sponsorship and ticket information, go to themichiganbanner.org and find the Heart of the City tab. Join us for a celebration of Saginaw's finest community leaders at the Heart of the City Awards on Thursday, June 9th.
How do you make the most of your land? If you ask the Wrens, who run with us on a John Deere mower, they tell you,
I mow first, then I do all the trimming.
But the Hubbards, who work behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, would say,
if it's something you want, just go after it and try it.
Then there's the Mosers, who may mention from the seat of their John Deere Gator UTV,
you can't be all work and not play.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Why would you pay full price when you know that you can save money at RocketGrabPlus.com? Check out our deals going on right now from Applied Training, Style Encore, Frankenmuth Aerial Park, JB's Market, 120 Fitness, and more. Half off? Yeah, it's true. And it's all at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Tracy, line 1 is looking for a quote on a mini split.
Crazy spring temperatures are heating up DeWitt HVAC phone lines.
Next week, we're booked solid.
If they don't find more technicians, they'll be in hot water.
How are we down 3 technicians in the past 3 weeks?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Partly cloudy skies and 74 degrees at 10:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Perchek. Police in Saginaw are looking for a suspect or suspects involved in a shootout in Saginaw. The incident occurred Sunday around 2:40 a.m. Police were dispatched to the area of North Mason and Hancock Streets, where they found 2 vehicles suspected to be involved in the exchange of gunfire. One of the vehicles had fresh blood and a handgun, according to police. A little while later, a 911 call came in from a man claiming to be the driver of one of the vehicles, saying he was with 2 passengers. Police responded and found a 21-year-old man with a non-life-threatening wound to his shoulder. He was taken to a local hospital. Police are asking anyone with information about the shooting to call the Saginaw Major Crimes Unit or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-422-JAIL. Police in Shiawassee County are investigating the death of a woman after her body was found Tuesday. The 54-year-old Vernon Township woman's body was discovered behind her home on Garrison Road. The body was sent to Sparrow Hospital to determine the cause of death. The State Police Crime Lab is assisting the Sheriff's Department in the investigation. Anyone with information about the woman's death is asked to call 989-743-3411. The Saginaw County Courthouse will be adjusting its hours due to staffing shortages. Effective immediately, the Circuit Court Records Office is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 with limited staff, while the Probate Court is open from 8:30 to 3:30 Monday through Friday and closed from noon to 1 for lunch. Starting June 6th, the District Court Criminal Division will be open from 9 to 4 Monday through Friday, but will be closed an hour at noon for lunch also. WSGW News Time, 10:07.
Wills and trusts, wealth management, asset protection.
Does this sound important to you?
Succession planning for the family business, elder law, probate.
For most of us, we have better things to do with our lives. But when the time comes, personal or for a business, all of us will be glad we took just a few minutes to get our lives in order.
Reduce or eliminate estate, income, and gift taxes. Avoid probate costs and prevent will contests. Plan for the event of disability.
Who should you see? Who can you trust? Who has decades of experience in providing peace of mind for families and business owners?
My name is Jerry Rife. See me today and get your life in order.
Get some peace of mind. Check out Jerry Rife for yourself. Go to jerryrifelawyer.com. While you are there, subscribe to his free monthly e-newsletter and learn about elder law and estate planning. You can download helpful resources. Remember the website, jerryrifelawyer.com, or call Jerry Rife at 989-790-1461.
I provide legal solutions for a changing world.
WSGW News Time, 10:08. The weather forecast is coming up. The Clare County prosecutor says there will be no charges filed following an alleged threat that closed Farwell area schools last week. The superintendent said the threat was made by a 15-year-old student against a staff member on Thursday. Classes were canceled Friday, May 27th, as a result. Deputies and school administrators met with the student and his parents. School leaders say the student will not be allowed on campus for the rest of the school year. The prosecutor reviewed the report and determined criminal charges would not be filed, stating no crime had been committed. The Detroit Regional Chamber released the findings from its latest statewide poll of Michigan voters covering their perception of inflation, Michigan's education system, among other issues. That, as the 2022 Mackinac Policy Conference kicks off on the famous island, Sandy Barua, president and CEO of the Detroit Regional Chamber, says that despite the record inflation, Michigan voters still feel financially stable when it comes to their own finances.
The fact that Michiganders are obviously still spending, there's lots of data out there to show that they are still spending and still spending beyond the rate of inflation, and they have significant job insecurity. We still have this stunning number of 73% believe that the economy is on the wrong track. So in my mind, it's a little bit like, I'm doing fine, the rest of you aren't.
Barua is expecting voter turnout to remain high and even approach 2020 heights. The state has announced new findings from a study on improving mental health in the workplace. The results will not be discussed until early next month, but we're learning more about how the state wants to help make improvements. A work group of the State Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity says it wants employers to focus on overall well-being and to reduce workplace stressors, among other things. Some of the recommendations include recommitting to employee assistance programs and adding mental health to joint safety committees. WSGW News Time 10:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW Weatherology Forecast. As we go throughout Wednesday, we'll see showers and thunderstorms in the early morning, then partly sunny skies with a high of 73 degrees. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low at 52. Going into Thursday, we're going to see partly sunny skies with a high of 68 degrees. Friday will be sunny, we'll see a high of 73. Going into Saturday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 71. Sunday, isolated rain showers with partly sunny skies here and there and a high of 74 degrees. Going into Monday, we're going to see rain showers throughout the day and thunderstorms moving in the afternoon, a high of 76. I'm meteorologist Amanda Edwards with the WSGW Weatherology Forecast. Currently 74.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
And welcome back. Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW. Coming up on the 4th, which is coming up in just a few days, today's the 1st already, believe it or not, is an all-men's health fair. We're going to learn about that this morning with a couple of gentlemen involved. They are the chairman and co-chairman, as a matter of fact, from the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity and the Saginaw Alumni Chapter. First of all, the chairman of the event, and we say good morning and welcome back to Dwayne Parker. Dwayne, good morning.
Good morning to you, Art.
I heard you say something about that word retirement when you walked in here.
Yes. Well, I have. Yes. It's been a joy. We still are busy and active and involved, as you may know, and that's the reason why we're here today.
And also with us, the co-chair of the event, and we say good morning to Dr. Christopher Allen. Dr. Allen, good morning to you.
Art, good morning. It's good to be here.
I was glad to see you, and I was asking you before where you were from. You're a local boy made good, came back, huh?
Oh, yeah, born and raised. Born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan. I was in the Buena Vista area and then went out and see the world, and I was fortunate enough to come back and practice medicine in my hometown.
Wayne State graduate in the med school?
Yep, Wayne State University, yep.
And where was your residencies?
And so I did my residency at the University of Chicago. So still was in the Midwest, still loved it. And then went to University of Michigan for my sleep fellowship and then came back home.
So what are your specialties?
So
yeah, they're kind of different.
Yeah, it's funny. I just couldn't hone in on one. I just, loved one thing, pursued it, found something else I loved, pursued it as well. So initially I started with pediatric neurology.
Wow.
So I do that. But then along that track, I fell in love with sleep medicine. And when you train for sleep medicine, you train for adult and pediatric. So I do sleep medicine for pediatric and adults as well.
None of the simple stuff. You all went for the good stuff.
Hey, it keeps me busy.
So last question about that. What brought you back to Saginaw?
An opportunity in home, and it's funny because I was just growing up in Saginaw and just loved the area. And as you know, there's, friends growing up. It's like, I can't wait to leave and get out. But the thing is that just being out there, and I'm fortunate to live in Chicago, live in Washington, D.C., and it's fun and it's great to be out there. But I always big on taking what you've learned in bigger cities and bringing it back here.
See, and I'm getting away from our topic here just a little bit, but I have to, just because in the various organizations and meetings I'm in, one of the things we talk about all the time, how do you retain talent? We need to put you up on a pedestal someplace and say, look at this guy, and hold you up to others.
It's funny. I was going to say you should put that on tape, but I forgot we're live. So
it is automatically recorded.
There we go. There we go.
All right. So we're in the health area. Let's talk about this all men's health fair. Dwayne, this thing, if I remember right, it's about 10 years old now?
10 years.
How did it get started and why did it get started?
Yeah. First of all, thank you once again for having us back. You've been with us for a while now, and we really appreciate the opportunity to come before you and your audience. We're a international fraternity. We've been around since 1911, founded on the campus of Indiana University. And about 10, 11 years ago, national headquarters gave us a mandate. That mandate was a initiative called Healthy Kappas, Healthy Communities. And they said, do what you can to engage in healthcare in some form or fashion, because we're an all-male fraternity. We're an all African male fraternity primarily. And the whole idea was to keep healthcare in the forefront of ourselves as well as the community. And so with that initiative, we started a all men's health fair 9 years ago. And here we are today. It started out with about 100 participants, and we're now averaging a little bit over 200. And we've changed the venue this year. We're going to Dow Event Center for this event, and we're excited about it.
And the event is when?
The event is Saturday, June 4th, 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. at the Dow Event Center. We have a wealth of health screens, a wealth of educational health and wellness lectures to be offered, health information. We're just ready for a fun-filled day and to inject and impart healthcare for our men in the community.
And all men.
Yes, all men, all cultures, all ethnicities. You bet, all men.
I bring that up for a reason, though, because we hear in the news all the time that African Americans seem to be more susceptible to certain types of diseases and ailments. Doctor, what's behind that?
And so just the biggest part about that, just even just from practicing medicine and in any field, you will see it a lot. And especially within our community, that does happen. Learned that going through medical school, even throughout residency. And the thing is that the biggest part of that is getting access and making sure that people are well from that, aware of the information that they can have for that. And the thing is that, that's why we have that screening out there, and predominantly using our fraternity to get out there to have them know, especially within our community, that there's people that look like us and will let you know that it's really big that you are big on your health. But we also know that that's, frankly, every man, because a lot of people will say, well, I'll go to the hospital when I'm, I'll go to the doctor when I'm not feeling well. And one of the things that we call the Allsman Health Fair is we're maximizing the machine. We say, all you men out there, you're the machine. And just like at the pit crew, you need to pull over, you need to stop, making sure everything is going well.
But we're he-men. We don't need to go to a doctor.
Yeah, it's not a problem until it's a problem. I always tell that to my patients.
I'm 79 years old. I recognize that. Very good. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, Dwayne, this is a free event, right?
Totally free. Excuse me. Totally free. You don't need insurance to attend as well. It's open to the public. You don't have to pre-register. You can just walk on in, show up and walk on in.
How's it funded?
We are supported by the healthcare community in Saginaw. We're really pleased with our sponsors. We have an 8-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder sponsor platform. Our sponsors range from Ascension, St. Mary's, Covenant Healthcare, Humana, Molina Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, ABC Warehouse, and Great Lakes Bay Health Centers, and some of the other healthcare organizations, agencies here in the city and in the county, surrounding area.
All right, we're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to walk people through this, some of the screenings, and talk about outcomes and all of that. We are talking to Dwayne Parker and Dr. Christopher Allen, co-chairs of the All Men's Health Fair, June 4th at the Dow Event Center. We'll give you the times and everything when we return.
The YMCA of Saginaw day and overnight camps are an experience no child should miss. Day camp activities include basketball, tennis, swimming, martial arts, STEM, and more. Camp Timbers in West Branch overnight camp offers remarkable experiences, quality connections, and meaningful growth in a natural setting. Registration is open and space is filling fast. Day camps are only $75 per session. Join us for the best summer ever. Register at SaginawYMCA.org or call 989-753-7721.
This is what camping sounds like when you have sleep apnea and struggle with CPAP. And this is what camping sounds like when you have Inspire and don't need a CPAP. If you have sleep apnea and struggle with CPAP, Inspire could work for you. Inspire works inside the body and keeps you breathing normally and sleeping peacefully. No mask, no hose, just sleep. To learn more, visit inspiresleep.com.
Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com. If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Shares opening higher in Europe after a mixed trading day in Asia. Wall Street closed in red territory yesterday as investors worry that rising interest rates to combat inflation could trigger a recession. It's becoming the new norm. Another day and another price hike at the gas pumps. AAA saying the national average hit a new record high, $4.67 for a gallon of regular. Drivers in New York will get a break thanks to a suspension of the state's gas tax. President Biden hosts a roundtable discussion today with manufacturers of baby formula as parents struggle with a nationwide shortage. The White House is importing formula from overseas to help fill the gap. Shares of Salesforce rising 8% in after-hours trading after the company increased its full-year adjusted profit forecast. Salesforce was among the cloud companies that saw a bump in business during the pandemic as many workers went remote. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Steve Rappaport, invested in you.
When Natalie was diagnosed with cancer, she took control of her health. When Natalie wanted to help other people with cancer, she became a doctor. When Natalie wanted to make quality care affordable, she became a researcher. When Natalie's patients needed innovative treatments, she found them. Conquer Cancer supports researchers like Dr. Natalie McKenzie so we can conquer every cancer for every patient, everywhere. Cancer research saves lives. Learn more at conquer.org. That's conquer.org.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
You have the chance to win a $1,000 gift certificate to the business of your choice when you play the WSGW Spring Home Makeover Contest, presented by Rose Pest Solutions. To enter, visit WSGW.com. Scroll down the homepage and click on the contest box. That's when you choose the business you would use your $1,000 gift certificate if you are the winner. Businesses include Rose Pest Solutions, Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery, Roof Max, Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center, Delta Door Sales, Crane's L&M Appliance, Begic Nursery and Garden Center, J&B Boots, United Financial Credit Union, Maple Hill Nursery, Hartel Heating and Cooling, Westside Decorating Center, Cluck Nursery, Designer's Touch, M&R Garage Door, Bay Landscaping, Reamer Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Woolfiles Ace Hardware, the Spring Home Makeover Contest, presented by Rose Pest Solutions. Enter online, WSGW.com.
The line drive on one hop, fielded on the outfield grass by Baez. Long first, he got him. Oh man, every day Javi Baez makes a play.
The Tigers play 6:50 tonight on 790 News Radio WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, talking about the All Men's Health Fair coming up June 4th. At the Dow Event Center. With us is Dwayne Parker, who is the chairman, and Dr. Christopher Allen, who is the co-chair of the event for Kappa Alpha Psi and the Saginaw Alumni Chapter. Let's talk first of all about time. What time do people have to be there? How long should they expect to be there?
Yep, it starts at 10 a.m. and it goes until 2. Folks can come a bit early if they choose to. We'll be prepared for them. There will be a number. We have about 35 community partners that will be participating this year.
Really?
The largest we've had since we've offered this this event.
Now, some of the things will be actual screenings.
Yes, it will. We have several. Matter of fact, we have a comprehensive list of screens that will be offered. Saginaw Valley State University's nurse practitioners program will provide what is called a mini health assessment that consists of head, shoulders, neck, vital signs. We have the Freeland Foot and Ankle Clinic that will be providing gait balance and foot screenings. And we have Envision Eye Care that will deal with glaucoma testing and pressure level testing. And then, of course, Ascension and Covenant will providing the diabetes, cholesterol checks. We have a plethora of health screens that will be offered.
Is diabetes, Dr. Allen, a severe problem in the African American community? A third of the nation suffers from it. I have to believe it's in that community too.
Definitely it is. And the thing is that, people are aware of diabetes, but the hardest part is about the screening and what to look at, thinking about it, because those are one of the things, especially with diabetes, most of the complications come later. And when you have more severities with it that you really don't know. And so that's why we're really big on getting those screenings. And first, if you check with your primary provider, just by looking at the symptoms, for example, people are drinking. If you feel like you're very thirsty, going to the bathroom a lot, those are the signs where you see that, but you wouldn't know that until like actually something happens, or you might be in a routine lab work and like, well, what's going on with my glucose or your blood sugar? And like, why is it really elevated? And so that's why we like these screens to come in here. And also one of the screens, just bringing that up, given the times that we are in, there will be COVID-19 testing, and then also opportunity for vaccinations. And also, given that this is the month of June, there will be rapid HIV testing as well.
So when it comes to, and you mentioned talk to your own provider, how many men who show up from all backgrounds don't have that personal provider, that first person you would go to, your family doctor, so to speak?
Yeah. Well, based on the data that we've collected over the years, a significant amount, a high percentage of those men don't have a primary care physician, don't have some don't have insurance. But the real interesting piece is there are those that have insurance, but don't.
I know what's coming.
But don't go to the doctor on an annual basis. That's the fascinating aspect. They have the wherewithal, the means, the resources, but yet they fail to go to the doctor annually.
All right, Dr. Allen, I have to ask this question.
I'm all
even though it's not the kinds of practice you do. Why do us super he-men go to the doctor, pay you for advice, and then ignore it?
That's the $1 million question. And honestly, if that question could be answered, a lot of things would be solved. And I think the bottom line is that the biggest part of it is prevention. So most of the things that we are fighting against and most of the things that we want to bring out is stuff that has not happened yet. So as far as making sure that you have a good diet, making sure that you can screen if your blood pressure is high, or checking your blood glucose to see if it's elevated. And the thing is that we say that and tell them this is what you should do, but then it doesn't happen because you don't feel it yet. Some people can feel when their blood pressure is high, but then when they look at it, it's like, oh, no, check it again. And, and I always tell this to my patients because being in sleep medicine, sleep hits all of that. Taking care of yourself with sleep can increase not just your functionality during the day, but it can help against blood pressure. It can actually treat diabetes and help with the management of diabetes. And the thing is that most of that stuff you don't feel until it's a problem. There's patients that might be in dialysis or have other concerns. And so for men, being a man myself, it's just that we are a machine. We keep running. And that's how it's been ingrained with us to keep running. If something's wrong, then check it.
I recognize that. It's and it seems to me when it comes to sleep anyway. I know one of the tools of the trade is the CPAP machine. I cannot imagine myself sleeping with something on my face.
And that's why when I talk with my patients, because of that, one and the biggest thing within sleep medicine, and I always tell them, it's not my job for you to use CPAP therapy. My job is to make sure to treat your sleep disorder. And the thing is about getting that out there, because there's more than one way to treat sleep apnea. And the funny part is that, there's a couple of companies that if you listen to the radio or even watch TV, you start hearing about it. But there's other ways. And just for full disclosure is that, and I always tell this to all of my patients, is that I have obstructive sleep apnea. I've been treated for 18 years. I can definitely tell the difference with it. And I was one of those people where I'm like, when I found out, I was in med school and my friends were laughing at me, and I was like, what? It was the chapter on sleep apnea. It's like, that's definitely you. And, a couple of weeks later, I had the test and they were like, oh yes, we're 97% sure that you have obstructive sleep apnea. And just getting treated, knowing the difference of that. And the thing is that you don't feel it. And that's where it goes back to getting screening, making sure that if you have high risk factors for it. With my patients, I can pretty much tease out if they have an elevated risk even before I see them. And then as soon as I step into that door, getting the rest of the information for that. And the hard part about it, because I've been to, spirited debates with my patients, is like, there's no way. But then, that's when you have the help of the spouse or their significant others. Like, no, yes, you do snore.
Yeah, who are sleeping in the other room.
Right. Yes. It's like, oh, I sleep alone. And it's funny in my practice, I always tell them, there's two words that I hear the most, especially with my male patients. The first one is my wife. So like, oh, what brings you in? Oh, my wife. And so you have that. And then the second phrase is like, oh, I sleep fine. And, and that's the thing. It's a subjective part of like, okay, I know how I feel, and that's good. My thing is I want to make sure that you are sleeping like with quality sleep.
Mm. And you were shaking your head during all this, Dwayne.
I'm a sleep apnea patient.
Oh,
I wear CPAP at night to sleep, and it has helped me tremendously. Sleep 100% better.
So when you get up in the morning, you feel better too?
Yes.
But yet
very much so.
Yet you're retired. So
yeah. prior to that, the assessment and all, I was exhausted throughout the day.
All right, let's go back to the health fair. Somebody coming to the health fair, how long should they plan to be there?
Plan to be there as long as you like. I think it will probably take an hour and a half to a couple hours to go through, maybe 8 or 9 different health screenings. But we're going to make it festive enough where you can stay the entire day. We're going to have raffles. We'll be raffling off $50 gas cards and some other things during the health fair. And then there's some educational seminars that we'll have as well. We have about 5 of those on docket, and a lot of it has to do with the issues of healthcare that you deal with on a regular basis, from mental health to sleep apnea to eating right and dieting and so on and so forth.
And what's the lecture you're going to be giving, Dr. Allen?
So the title of my lecture is called "Sometimes Snoring is Not Just Snoring." And the thing is that as I was mentioning before we got on, sleep is definitely my passion, making sure people get quality sleep and just putting the information out there so they know that they might not even know if you don't have the information.
Well, I'm lucky I don't snore, because I can guarantee it, because I've never heard myself.
Neither did I.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with our guests right after these notes.
Marco, Cannonball!
Spartan Pools is firing up the grill for a Big Green Egg Cookout on Friday, June 10th, noon to 4 p.m. Stop by for food, fun, and prizes. Sign up all week long in-store, no purchase necessary. Splash into Spartan Pools for a grand prize of a $200 Big Green Egg Grill accessory kit. Spartan Pools has all your pool needs. From BioGuard Chemicals to in-depth water analysis, trust BioGuard Chemicals and the friendly staff at Spartan Pool keep your pool sparkling clear all year long. Stop in today for a free BioGuard water analysis and be sure to visit Spartan Pools at 3085 McCarty Road in Saginaw. Food, prizes, and fun for all. Sign up to win the grand prize at the Big Green Egg Cookout June 10th, noon until 4 p.m. Don't forget to enjoy an ice-cold ultra-organic seltzer while you grill. Distributed locally by Fabiano Brothers. Need delicious fresh beef for your grill? JB's Market in Munger has got you covered. Stop by today.
Welcome to the Michigan Lottery Show, the fun and excitement.
50 years ago, a jackpot started growing in Michigan. Inspired by fun and prizes for players, this jackpot has helped local businesses.
Winning a lottery ticket was sold at the family market
And led to over $26 billion in support for Michigan public schools. Today, the jackpot is still growing, and the goodness it's spreading is a win for everyone. The Michigan Lottery. For fun, for schools, for 50 years. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
This segment of Our Community's Care is brought to you by the Saginaw Community Foundation. For the month of May, the Saginaw Community Foundation proudly spotlights the Saginaw Children's Zoo. The Saginaw Children's Zoo is open for the season. Visit your animal friends and take a spin on the carousel or a thrilling ride on the ADA accessible train. The Saginaw Children's Zoo can't wait to see you. The Saginaw Children's Zoo is a great place to learn, visit, engage, and support. Demonstrate your love of wildlife through donations, event sponsorship, animal adoption, or wish list contribution. Get involved with them as a member, volunteer, gardener, or help them save species and protect wildlife. Keep the Saginaw Children's Zoo in mind when you shop for gifts and visit Saginaw Children's Zoo's website to purchase a membership or stop in today. Stay connected to what's happening in the Saginaw Children's Zoo by using their website at saginawzoo.com and purchase a reserve ticket. See you at the zoo.
Saginaw Children's Zoo. How do you do?
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
You've got bugs. What's your move? A rattly can? Or a simple spritz? Bugs near your kids and pet? Will it be ingredients you can't pronounce? Ew. Or essential oils? Bother the bugs, not your family. Zevo uses essential oils, which attack bugs' biological systems, so Zevo kills bugs, plus is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo. People-friendly. Bug-deadly. Now at a store near you.
Hello, Michigan. I'm John Gonzalez.
And I'm Amy Sherman. We've got big news.
We're back! And you can join us Sundays at 1 p.m. as we once again go behind the mitten.
We'll take you to every corner of the state, sharing the stories that make Michigan great.
Find a hidden gem or a new favorite spot that might be located right in your hometown.
We'll go above the bridge and taste our way across the state.
Join us Sundays at 1 p.m. right here on 100.5 and 790 News Radio, WSGW.
You are with WSGW in the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios.
All right, we're back with our guests here on the Art Lewis Show. Dwayne Parker, chairman of the upcoming All Men's Health Fair, and also with us, the co-chair, Dr. Christopher Allen, who is a pediatric neurologist and also specializing in sleep medicine. So tell us, Dwayne, we talked about some of the things there. Let's talk about, you said you have about 35 different vendors or displays there. Give us an idea of some of them.
Yeah, we have pretty much the entire healthcare community. We have the Saginaw County Public Health Department will be participating. Saginaw County Community Mental Health will be participating. Want to go back to the Public Health Department. We've partnered with them this year because it is time for the county's health assessment survey to be delivered to the county, and they will be present providing that health assessment. And it's a tool to gain more insight of the needs here in Saginaw County as it relates to health care. And so we're excited about them being present and providing that. We have a number of agencies such as Health Source, Great Lakes Bay, as I stated before, Comfort Care, just to name a few, Faith and Family Health Centers, American Cancer Society, just a plethora of healthcare agencies, organizations here in Saginaw County.
Is it limited to residents in the city or county, or is it open to anybody?
Open to anyone. Anyone can come. Any man can come. We also encourage women to bring their husbands, bring their brothers, their uncles.
Back to those women again.
They're key.
Oh, yeah.
They are the key.
I mean, and we laugh about it, Dr. Allen, but I mean, in reality, they do their husbands a service, don't they?
No, definitely. And the thing is that I've even seen patients personally where they're like, if it wasn't for my wife bringing me here, I would not know about this. And the thing is that, yeah, it's definitely special that like it's opening the door so they can come through. And then unfortunately, I have the other part of it too, because I'll have female patients, my female adult patients, where I'm treating their sleep disorder. And I was like, I really wish I could get my husband here. I really wish I could. And I always joke with my patients, like, when you get home, tell them 4 words, a guy. And so, so it's try to get them there, for it. But as I was saying earlier, if you don't visibly see what's happening or visibly feel what's happening, it's hard to get that. And I feel like, these things that we do, especially with the men's health fair, it's just making that awareness out there. It's like, let me look at that. Wow, my blood pressure is high. And, I even have a sleep survey. It's like, wow, it's really high. Maybe I could have a sleep disorder. To think about it. And then the hard part is that, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Is like, well, I feel fine. So, but if I know, then what? But and then also helps because, you don't know until you get that information and you can actually feel better. But then you don't know until you actually get a chance to get that intervention.
I sort of kidded about this earlier, but it's probably true. Men tend to react less to their body telling them something than women do. Am I right or wrong about that?
From what I see from that, I have to agree with that. And, just even personally, I usually have that backup call from when, even if I'm seeing my patients and I have to give them news about what's happening. And there might be a couple of calls like, well, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. Just looking at the data from that. And just to, keep it from there. And the thing is that, that's why we harped on maximizing the machine because, men consider themselves as machines sometimes. But with that being said, every machine needs to be checked.
It needs to be fueled, oiled, lubricated.
Exactly.
They take care of their cars every year, much better than they do themselves. Change the oil on a regular basis. Boats.
That's a really interesting way of putting it. I never thought of it quite that way, but it's true, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking from experience, I would. Well, I made it to 79 and I'm still vertical, so I'm knock on wood. But the one thing I do notice, the older I get, the more I see people that are called doctors of various kinds. But
it's a journey.
It's a journey, but I look forward to those visits now because I'm pretty confident that they extend my good life, not just my life, but going to a doctor is something I need to do for my future if I'm going to have one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think, and that's a good point that you made because, a lot of people, they get older and it's like, well, I've been doing, this well for so long, but you want to make sure that you have quality. You can be 80 or 82 and there's a good 82 and then there's a bad one. And you want to make sure to maximize what you can, even at 40.
79. Here I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Take a quick break and we'll be back with our guests and remind you again about the All Men's Health Fair coming up this Saturday at the Dow Event Center.
This is Rachel from the Svrc Marketplace, located at 203 South Washington, right on Riverfront Saginaw. Come support small at our all-year-round marketplace. Global flavors from Falafel Hut, Creole Queens, and Saigon Sandwich, or American favorites from Divine Taste of Chicago, or Big Old Burger and Barbecue. Sweet treats, anyone? Try Craven Cookies or Rebecca's Bakery. Retail shopping, Purple Sage Bead Store, Flowers by Roman, and the Little Yarn Shop. Come support small inside the Svrc Marketplace, located at 203 South Washington. Open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We welcome back our downtown Saginaw Farmers Market. Open Wednesday and Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come support our farmers. Need an immense space? Check out the marketplace. We thank you for the continued support of our small businesses. Remember to shop local, eat local, support small business, and we will see you at the market.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
School's out for summer, but if your business is running QuickBooks, you'll never get a break. QuickBooks manual processes, integration difficulties, and glitchy delays will leave you scrambling for the numbers you need. Failing to graduate to NetSuite will leave you stuck in summer school while your friends party. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 cloud financial system, no matter how big your business grows. With visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. NetSuite is everything you need to grow, all in one place. That's why NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, used by over 29,000 growing businesses. Automate your process with NetSuite and close your books in no time. 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control since graduating from QuickBooks to NetSuite. Right now, NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind financing program, so graduating has never been easier. Head to netsuite.com/radar right now. netsuite.com/radar. netsuite.com/radar.
Now, a WSGW Morning Team Show memorable moment.
Let me just quickly say this. I saw that there was a Fox News headline, and it was pleading for Generation X, my generation, to lead the charge to save America from the social media mob and cancel culture. Well, if you're counting on us to do anything, don't. We Gen Xers do not get in between the fights between the boomers and the millennials when it comes to culture wars. We are the generation whose favorite album was titled Nevermind. All right? We don't care. We don't care.
So, Dave, let me understand this. You still consider yourself squeaked into the boomer generation?
Oh, yeah, you're in it. Yeah.
I'm right square in the middle.
Yeah, you are.
You're up on the seniors, aren't you? Yes, I'm a pre-boomer.
So, to be serious, we're also known as the silent generation, too.
You know, that's true. That's not true with us. I have nothing to say. This is just evolving badly for you.
The Morning Team, weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
Back with you in studio, co-chairs of the All Men's Health Fair coming up this Saturday at the Dow Event Center in downtown Saginaw. 10 to 2, a free event, and designed to entice men to take care of themselves. Co-chairs, Dwayne Parker and Dr. Christopher Allen with us this morning from the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Saginaw Alumni Chapter. So if I said to you, Dr. Allen, how do you get through to individuals that may be there not because they wanted to be, but because they've been told to go by their wives or family or what have you, and maybe they're reluctant to be there. How do you get through to them?
That's a really good question. I think it starts with a conversation. And you have to meet people where they're at. You know, the fact that they came in and it's like, look, I'm here because my wife told me I need to get here, fine, whatever. You just meet them where they're at. And it's like, well, you're here now. I'm Dr. Allen, and you want to check your blood pressure, you can look at that. Because one of the things that I have seen with my patients, and especially my male patients, once you give them that information and you see that click in their eyes, like, wow, something is wrong, let me look into this, that's a beautiful thing. And it doesn't start until you actually have that conversation with them. You meet them where they're at, you give them that information. And since this is an all men's health fair dealing with men, sometimes that's what it takes. You give them that information and say, look, you're your own man, I understand that. You've made it this far, making great decisions. Here's some more information for you. This is you looking at your blood pressure. This is you looking at, doing the foot exam and making sure that things are fine, or doing a sleep screen and say, yes, I might have a sleep disorder.
You know, it's going to be held in Saginaw. So let's talk about Saginaw for a minute. And I know that you mentioned the county health department and their health assessment. Is Saginaw a healthy place?
I don't know that specifically. Doctor, you want to take that?
Yes,
it depends on how many patients
smiling.
you see.
No, it's funny because the thing is that, within the state, well, definitely within the country, when you as far as like, obesity rates, hypertension, diabetes, unfortunately, Michigan is not on the top of the list. And then when you go in the state of Michigan, then you have Detroit, and unfortunately Saginaw is up there as well. I forgot to see like where it is, but there's definitely, it is it is concerning out there. And that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to come back home, not just to treat my city, but I just remember being in training, and when you would just watch the news and they would talk about states and cities, the fattest city in the United States of America. And then one year they said a city in Michigan of like, that was like in the top 10. And I'm like, man, it would be really good to go home to actually help along with that. And I'm just really glad that I'm trying to do my part. And, just even within the city, Saginaw is a great city. No place is perfect, but there's things that we can do here to help. And we have that opportunity.
Well, and I don't know how many people realize how blessed we are from the standpoint of being a medical community.
Mm-hmm.
2 major institutions here, plus 2 more in the region. Residency Medical School sits right here in
Definitely.
Saginaw. And the healthcare industry is probably now the biggest employer in the region.
Mm-hmm.
And we have access to everything here, don't we?
Yes. You would be amazed at what you can get just within just this region alone. And the thing is that in the medical world, we call it tertiary centers, where if something's going on, we have to send them to the bigger cities, to the Ann Arbors, to the Detroit. And there's times where we can, we still have to do that, but it starts here. And, I am very fortunate and very blessed to be a part of medical community where we're trying to treat our patients here.
CMU is one of our partners this coming Saturday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Great medical school.
Mm-hmm.
Great medical school. We'd love to have it here. We'll move on to that, though. I don't know the time. There is a kind of a thing about that the community would love to see that school right here in Saginaw. Let's remind everybody again about the times and the place. And is there a website they can go for more information?
Yes. Saturday, this coming Saturday, June 4th. 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. At the Dow Event Center. And the website where they could go on to pre-register if they want, but they don't have to do that. They can just show up. And that pre-registration number or address is Saginaw Kappa Foundation at gmail.com. Saginaw Kappa Foundation at gmail.com.
All right, guys. Well, look, we wish you, first of all, the best of luck. We're glad it's back again. It's been on a hiatus, like a lot of things. And hopefully a lot of men show up.
Thanks for having us again, Art.
Yes, thank you very
Always
much.
a pleasure. Doc, great meeting you.
Likewise.
And hope to see you again sometime.
Hey, I'll come.
As
I'll take
chairman,
on
right,
that.
Dwayne? As chairman, is that the...
I'm going to pass the baton.
Congratulations, I think.
I know. Yeah. That and I'm sorry at the same time, but yeah.
All right, guys, listen, thanks for being with us today. We truly appreciate it. And again, this Saturday, folks, Dow Event Center, All Men's Health Fair, 10 to 2, absolutely free. Stop in, maybe you learn a thing or two about yourself. We'll be back to close out.
As golfers, we want more distance, more accuracy, more birdies, pars, and one putts. What if I told you that you can get all of that and more for less during your next golf getaway? Now with 90 holes of golf at one resort, Shanty Creek Resort is bigger and better. Discover a new golf mecca in Bel Air with all the more you need. Variety, quality, and quantity with customizable stay and play packages accommodating every group and budget. When you're ready for more, we'll be here to welcome you at Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're speaking another language. Like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. And they're designed by real language teachers, so you learn how to have real-world conversations, things you'll actually use.
3 weeks. It's incredible. After 3 weeks, I'm on vacation in Paris, having a conversation in French.
There's all kinds of ways to learn. Use Babbel's podcasts or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
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 Babbel, évidemment. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial. ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
RocketGrabPlus.com. This week's deal on RocketGrabPlus.com is for Applied Training Solutions. We're going to get a CPO class from Applied Training Solutions for only $75. It's usually $150, but you are getting it half off. The ATS Simulation Range is a cost-effective solution for maintaining and improving your skills. Applied Training Solutions is located inside the Midland Mall. Head to RocketGrabPlus.com right now to snag your deal.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Art Lewis Show for today. Thanks for joining us. More to come tomorrow, of course. Coming up on Focus in just a little bit, we're going to learn about the Michigan Antique and Collectible Festival going on this weekend at the Midland Fairgrounds. Before that, the news from CBS, the local report with Michael Perchip, and then we will be back with Focus.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Gas prices go even higher.
That is a lot, yeah, but everything's a lot now.
A lot now. National average for a gallon of regular is now $4.67, and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen indicates she underestimated the toll COVID and the war in Ukraine would take on the economy. CBS's Carter Evans says many small businesses are feeling the squeeze.
After 2 years of pandemic challenges, Erica Gutierrez's Mexican Heritage Shop in Pasadena, California is still just hanging on. Are you taking a paycheck?
No, not yet.
Nationally, 85% of small businesses experienced financial challenges in the last year. And right now, optimism among those owners is at its lowest level in nearly 50 years.
Well, President Biden is meeting today with the makers of infant formula in a bid to ease the nationwide shortage. Last month, he invoked the Defense Production Act to speed up domestic production, and some supplies have come in from overseas. As we hear from CBS's Cammie McCormick, a new package of American military hardware is headed to Ukraine.
The administration is quick to point out these artillery rocket systems known as HIMARS will have greater precision against Russian advances, but will not be used to strike targets within Russia.
Now to Uvalde, Texas, where people are saying goodbye to the victims of last week's school massacre as funerals take place. CBS's Bradley Blackburn.
Teachers Irma Garcia and Ava Morales tried to protect the students from the 18-year-old gunman. Garcia's funeral is today. The funeral for 10-year-old Jose Flores is also today. Jose's family described him as a happy-go-lucky kid.
And he tried everything. He was just a little boy like growing up.
With COVID cases on the rise, the government wants a mask mandate reinstated on public transportation. CBS's Elaine Cobb.
6 weeks after a judge struck down mask requirements, the Department of Justice has filed an appeal. The department argues the CDC masking rule falls under its authority, and a COVID mask is a conventional sanitation measure.
Well, today's the start of the Atlantic hurricane season. Government forecaster Ken Graham says it's expected to be an above-average season, and people should be prepared.
Know your zone. Know your risk. Know where you live. If you're in the storm surge zones and you're told to leave, you need to leave. And you may not have to go 100 miles, right? You may only have to go 5 or 10 miles to get out of the storm surge zone. So know those things ahead of time.
The death toll is at least 11 from Hurricane Agatha in southern Mexico. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 241 points. The NASDAQ is down 39 points. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar. Whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners, it's the memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
Hey, hot dogs, sausages. Maybe instead of using a stadium vendor to feed the office, we should have just ordered through EasyCater. I got nachos here. Nachos?
Yeah, right here. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was fun at first, but it is kind of disruptive.
Cheesesteak here. Who wants a cheesesteak? Over here. Coming at you. Oh, right in the face.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Join Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Saturday, June 4th for the 10th Annual All Men's Health Fair from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Dolly Event Center. Maximize the machine with free health screenings and wellness education lectures. Several health-related vendors will be on site to help you learn more about staying healthy and making sure you have the health screenings that you need to live a long and healthy life. Register now by emailing Saginaw Kappa Foundation at gmail.com. For more information, please call 810-624-3432. That's 810-624-3432. The 10th Annual All Men's Health Fair, sponsored by the Saginaw Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Saturday, June 4th at the Dolly Event Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't miss your opportunity to maximize the machine.
Live from From the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Mostly cloudy skies and 75 degrees at 11:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Perchuk. The city of Saginaw is reminding residents that the deadline to submit ideas and formal proposals through the city's online American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, funding proposal portal has been extended through June 13th. Here's WSGW's Ann Williams.
The portal is available for residents, nonprofits, and businesses to submit a general idea on the use of ARPA funds and as the official grant application for those who have a formal submission. The ARPA Advisory Committee, City Council, and City Administration will review and consider all ideas and proposals submitted. Staff from Guidehouse, a consulting firm the city has hired, will work with the ARPA Advisory Committee to analyze submissions. Guidehouse will then present the results at the June 20th City Council meeting. The ARPA Advisory Committee will make recommendations to City Council at a later date. Guidehouse will then develop a final report with recommended funding priorities to be considered by City Council. Ann Williams, News Radio, 100.5 and 790.
It's been getting tricky for movie theaters when it comes to keeping the concession stands stocked. Supply chain shortages on things like popcorn and candy continue to be an issue for movie theaters nationwide. Owner Corey Jacobson at the Michigan-based Phoenix Theaters says thankfully he has some analysts who have managed to keep an eye on supply issues, moving snacks from his theaters in other states to take care of shortages here.
They are literally shipping this stuff via UPS back and forth, and they've been able to keep the shelves stocked on all of our products. So we've done really, really well.
Jacobson says the only thing he hasn't been able to get is cheddar and other popcorn toppings, which have been out nationwide. WSGW News Time, 11:07.
Are you ready for retirement? Well, Jason and Carl Kreiderman with Great Lakes Investment Advisors have a new book that can help make retiring easier. In Empower Your Retirement, they talk about how a well-thought-out financial plan can make the difference between just surviving and thriving in retirement. Using everyday language, this book explores how a simple process can help you cover all the bases of your financial life, including how taxes can affect your retirement and much more. Your finances are too important to leave to chance. Empower Your Retirement is written to help you understand the must-dos to prepare for the retirement you desire. Get your free copy of Empower Your Retirement by calling 989-848-1188. That's 989-848-1188. And for more on retirement planning, tune into Jason and Carl's radio show, Your Financial Empower Hour, every Sunday morning at 8. Firm provides insurance services, investment advisory services offered by Great Lakes Investment Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor firm in the state of Michigan. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
WSGW News Time, 11:08. The weather forecast is coming up next. Police say a man fatally shot his girlfriend and two of her daughters inside a western Michigan home before killing himself. Public Safety Chief Kimberly Koster told reporters a relative of the victims, who earlier spoke with the boyfriend and rushed to the home out of concern, found the bodies around 4 a.m. Tuesday in Wyoming, Michigan. 3 other children, ages 9, 5, and 2, were found unharmed inside the home. The 2 youngest children were shared by the couple. Names of the victims haven't been released at this time. Police said the gun used in the shootings has been found. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan is denying any wrongdoing amid a report he outed a confidential FBI source in the corruption case against 2 city council people. Here's Michigan News Network's Charlie Langton.
Mayor Mike Duggan responding to a Detroit News story saying that the mayor outed a confidential source that was working for the FBI regarding illegal towing operations in the city. The mayor said that former city councilman Andre Spivey told the mayor that he had taken a bribe from this source. The mayor said he did tell his law department and the Detroit Police Department because they both had been working to eliminate no-bid contracts for towing. And the mayor said that he never would have outed a source had he known that this was, in fact, a confidential source. He didn't know. So, Mayor Duggan, are you mad?
You know, I don't know that I feel bad for the people of this city because I thought the story was misleading, but I don't know what else to do except just explain exactly what happened, let everybody judge for themselves.
Michigan small businesses are growing, according to new data from Opportunity Insights Track the Recovery. According to the report, small business revenue increased by 24% this past January compared to January 2020. The news of positive growth follows a recent announcement. Michigan has been approved for more than $230 million in federal funding from the Small Business Credit Initiative. WSGW News Time, 11:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW Weatherology Forecast. We'll see skies becoming mostly sunny here for today with a high into the upper 70s. Winds out of the southwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then for tonight, partly cloudy sky conditions and a low around 53. Thursday, we'll see partial sunshine developing, high of 71 degrees. And on Friday, mostly sunny skies, a high of 72. Saturday, sunshine, high of around 69. Then on Sunday, a chance for some rain showers here. Cloudy skies, a high of 74. Monday, chance for rain, high of 75. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki with the WSGW Weatherology Forecast. Currently, it's 75.
Now, it's time to focus as WSGW presents the people, the places, the businesses, the culture, the area events and activities, all put into focus on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
And a good morning to you. Welcome to another edition of Focus on WSGW, brought to you by RoofMax, the safe, affordable alternative to shingle roof replacement. You can find out more at getroofmax.com or call Ben at 989-859-6751. RoofMax with 2 X's. And today we are going to learn about an annual event that comes several times during the year to the Midland Fairgrounds. It is the Michigan Antique and Collectible Festival. And we say good morning to the person in charge. We say good morning to Lori Oberlin. Lori, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us. I have to ask, because I forgot, how many years has the Antique Festival been in Midland?
Well, we're celebrating our 54th year, so it's a big tradition in the state and in the center of Midland at the Midland County Fairgrounds, which is a beautiful fairgrounds.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, this is the first of 3 this season? Are you still doing 3?
We have 2. No, there's only 2 going on this year, and that will be this coming weekend. And then we have September 24th and 25th.
Spring and fall. Spring and
fall. Yeah. And then we have them in Davisburg also, Davisburg, Michigan, spring and fall. We take the summer off.
So someone first time, never been to the Antique and Collectible Festival in Michigan, what are they going to see?
Oh, my goodness. Probably acres of cars, classic cars. They're driving it. They're situated. If you have a classic car, come on in. You're going to get the best parking spot ever. You're going to park right in the middle of the fairgrounds. And then you're going to get, really, it's beautiful. We've got a DJ out there. And it's just, that to me is the heart of the show, the car show. And then from there, it goes on to all these fabulous antique dealers. I have people coming from Minnesota, from Wisconsin, from Florida, just all over the country to sell their wares at the show. So it's a great picking show for anybody that's looking for something new and different.
Indoors and out, right?
Oh, we fill all the buildings at the fairgrounds. Yes. And, there's 80 acres at the fairgrounds. And then we also use a parking lot right next door to park in our venture crew group. They've been with the show probably 20 years. And it's a group of young men and ladies that park cars, and they're paid to do that, and it takes care of their camping and all the other outings that they do in the summer. So we're always looking. I have to tell you, we're always looking for any charitable organizations that would like to come and chip in and give us a hand, and they'll make money also.
I have been there many times and have never, ever seen the entire festival. You're laughing.
You have to wear good shoes.
I can't, I could be there all day and I wouldn't see it's part of my problem is I stop at one place too long and then I don't get to all the rest,
Oh yeah, it's really a lot of fun, and it's a great outing for families. There's a little bit of everything for everybody to look at. So, come on out and spend the day with us on Saturday. And what we're doing this year, to come into the show is $10, but you're getting a ticket for a free show on Sunday, so you get to return on Sunday for free.
Oh, so you get both days for the one price. That's
correct.
Before I forget, and we'll do this again before we're done here, but tell everybody the times that you're open.
Well, we have
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday we're open from Saturday is 8 to 6, and then Sunday is 9 to 4. And we do have an early bird. We do have an early bird on Friday if you want to come in, and that's $15. Oh yeah, we have a little early bird, little sneak peek. The car show's not going on. But you're also able to, as people are unpacking their wares, they can come in and get some cool antiques during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from 10 to 5.
And what entrance do people use normally?
Well, they like Eastman entrance. We have a big camping area, so if you're camping also, just come in the Eastman entrance, and that's also for the classic car shows. But we have the airport entrance to go into. There's 3 separate entrances that come into the fairgrounds. It's one of their biggest shows of the year. It takes over the city of Midland, because we fill all the hotels and restaurants, and it's a good thing for tourism.
All right, Lori, hang on. I got to take a break, and we'll be back. We're talking to Lori Oberman from the Michigan Antiques and Collectible Festival this weekend at the Midland Fairgrounds. Let me talk to you about Krizak's House Family Restaurant for a moment, the best place to go for your authentic home-cooked foods with a European flair at reasonable prices. Now's the time to think about getting together with friends and family for lunch or dinner, as well as events coming up soon. Graduations, confirmations, weddings, showers, anniversaries. Krizak's has an economical way for you to supply the food. You can order what you want in Polish and American foods and then just pick it up at the restaurant, ready to go. Or have your celebration right there. And don't forget, at a moment's notice, Krizak's can help. Call them at 989-894-5531, 989-894-5531. Krizak's House Family Restaurant, corner of Cass and Michigan, on Bay City's south side.
While you're comfortable inside your home or business, the weather takes a toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail, UV rays, and the heat of the sun cause premature failure of your shingles. Everyone loves to save money. If you have an aging roof, don't spend a lot of money on replacement. Get a RoofMax shingle treatment and get some peace of mind. Get more life for less money, guaranteed with RoofMax, a powerful fusion of science and nature. Call Ben today at 859-6751.
Moments like watching my grandson steal second mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Why would you pay full price when you know that you can save money at RocketGrabPlus.com? Check out our deals going on right now from Applied Training, Style Encore, Frankenmuth Aerial Park, JB's Market, 120 Fitness, and more. Half off? Yeah, it's true. And it's all at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Broadcasting from the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios. This is WSGW.
And welcome back. We're talking to Lori Oberlin from the Michigan Antiques and Collectible Festival this weekend at the Midland Fairgrounds. So, Lori, I have to ask, because you can go to this festival and spend all day there, I assume there is lots of food to be had, too.
Lots of lemonade, corn dogs, hamburgers, hot dogs. A couple of the churches are going to have some food in their little kiosks. So yeah, lots of great food at the show. And you know what? Lots of beautiful areas to have a seat, rest, put your feet up, entertainment throughout the grounds. And it's going to be beautiful weekend because the weather is going to be gorgeous. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that right. Got that right. Let's talk about the car show a little bit more, because it's kind of a multifaceted car show. There's the display cars. There are cars for sale. There's all kinds of parts. Give us an idea about the car show part of it.
Oh, yeah. In fact, people, if they're still interested in coming into the car parts area, just give us a call or email us at miantiquefestival.com. But we definitely all have car parts area, which is right next to the car show area. But if you have a car for sale that you need to sell, that's $30 for an armband, and you can park your car, go see the festival, put a little sign out, and somebody can contact you. There's been so many cars sold out of that fairgrounds during this show. It's been incredible. So if you're looking to sell a car, bring it in.
And what if you just want to display your car, be part of the car show itself?
Just come on in, and we'll get you a great spot for the car show. Winning lots of prizes. There's cash prize on Sunday, and there's music and games, and just it's a nice outing if you're going to show off your car.
Is there an entry fee to display?
There is. It's $10 to get in, and then it's free on Sunday for you.
Oh, so it's the same. It's the $10 admission charge. Then.
Correct.
That's very, very good. So if we walk around the Antiques Festival, we're going to see lots of stuff. And the one thing I learned, and you can correct me if I'm wrong about this, don't jump too fast, because you may see the same item in lots of different places.
Well, you might, but I always say, don't walk away from that. That could be the only one at the show. So
right.
You may want to rethink that and grab it when you can. And
it's the chance you take, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's the fun, to me, the fun of walking around something like this antique show.
Oh, it's so fun. And there's so many unusual dealers at the show. We have a gentleman that comes in. He has the largest antique motorboat collection in the world. And he's from Bay City, believe it or not. And he comes in and sets up these beautiful motors. There'll be some in the Fair Center. And I think he's going to be outside also. But he's got a great collection. Got a gentleman that comes in with Hummels, a lady that comes in with French beautiful purses and antique perfume bottles and just beautiful jewelry, lots of jewelry at the show. And then we have some Taste of Michigan people too that are selling their wares. There's a lady with pickles, and there's some other food items at the show that are made in Michigan.
Cottage industry stuff. Yeah,
that's right.
And what's in the Gerstacker building?
Oh, Gerstacker building's filled with little higher end antiques. I would say that in that is a great spot to maybe start. You'd start inside and work their row of buildings, and then head outside. And by that time, we also have portering. So if you buy something really large, just let that dealer know, and we can get that item to your car. So
wow,
yes,
that's a good thing. All right, so let's remind everybody again of the hours and the cost.
Okay, the hours are Saturday, 8 to 6, Sunday, 9 to 4, and it's $10 on Saturday, and that ticket on Saturday will give you a free pass on Sunday.
Well, Lori, good luck with the festival. It looks like the weather's going to be in your favor, and
I know.
that's always a good thing.
I think everybody's just clamoring to get outside and have a good time.
I think you're right. Well, Lori, thanks
All right.
for spending some time with us this morning. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you calling. Thanks so much.
Take
okay,
care.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Lori Oberlin from the Michigan Antiques and Collectible Festival. We'll be back to close out.
Spartan Pools is firing up the grill for a Big Green Egg Cookout on Friday, June 10th, noon to 4 p.m.